Hi guys, welcome to Tabletop War James. Today I'm with Jody from the XLC.
Hello.
He has brought me lots of goodies today. I'm very happy. He has brought his Hawk Lords and Grey Knights to face off against my brand new Tau in a 50 power level. Is it power level or power points? It's power level, isn't it?
Power level, yeah.
Power level game, and we are playing Meat Grinder. So basically, I deploy my army. Jody doesn't know what's what, and then he has to just ruin face.
Yeah, I just have to kill everything.
Yeah, if he doesn't kill everything, he loses. So, but his stuff comes back when it dies, so it's going to be good. So, we'll show you the armies, we'll show you the table, and we'll be back in a minute. See you in a bit. Right, so here's the forces for today. This is Jody's Hawk Lords and his Grey Knights. Here is my Tau, and here is a lovely dice tray that Jody gave. Well, I supplied the frame, Jody supplied the
Graphic in the middle.
graphic in the middle, which is awesome. So, Jody has his Hawk Lords and Grey Knights. What have you got?
I've brought with me today 2 units of Grey Knights to help back up. I've got the Grey Knight Terminators and a Grey Knight Strike Squad. Just behind those, obviously they are Dark Furies, but I like to use them in 40k as veterans, just with twin lightning claws, just because they're amazing looking models. We then have the Captain at the front, Jackpack, lightning claws and plasma pistol. Then I've got a 10-man tactical squad, and they've got a melter gun and a heavy bolter. And then just behind there, just for fun, we've got the Keris Pattern Contemptor, and he's just got a power fist today. So it's yeah, just get up close and just smash things.
Awesome. So that is 51 power level. Then over to my Tau, we have, right, I've got to remember all this now. We have a Breacher squad, we have a Fire Warrior squad, bog standards, just 10 guys. The Sergeant has been upgraded with a pistol. We have the first of the 2 crisis teams. All 3 of these have plasma, and all 3 of them have a drone controller. These guys here both have twin fusion and a flamer. The commander is a Cold Star commander, so he has his high yield burst cannon, he has a missile pod, and then I've given him a advanced tracking thing, which lets his weapons have -1 AP, which is cool, and a shield generator. Then we have, how many is there? 3, 6, 9, 12 drones, and then we have the shield line. So that is, I'm also at 51 power level. Basically, I need to deploy these guys using these markers here. Jody's not going to know what's what. He's probably going to know what's what anyway. And then Jody has to deploy his whole force on the table, and then I reveal my army. And then, as stuff dies, Jody's stuff comes back, which I'm not looking forward to. So today, this is the table. This table has been supplied by my friend Nick. He's done a great job on all the scenery and everything else. We're using the supply depot in the middle, which he scratch built. Obviously the Lehman Russ and the containers and that are Games Workshop, but the rest of it was scratch built. And yeah, so we're playing on a 6x4 table, and yeah, so I'll get deployed and we'll be back in a minute. See you in a bit. Right, so here are my markers. Jody doesn't know what's what. He probably has a rough idea. He has deployed he's combat squadded his tactical squad. He has a 5-man squad there with the Contemptor, and then he has another 5-man squad here. And this lot here is deep striking. Is it called deep striking?
Teleporting and it's dropping now, isn't it?
Because mine's meant to drop, which is just weird.
So many new
And
names.
then here's my army there, yet to be revealed. So we'll be back in a minute once I reveal my units, and we'll see you in a bit. So the Tau have revealed themselves. I have the squad of drones and the plasma suits here. I have the tidal wall in the middle with all the fire warriors and breachers on. The commander is sitting behind the building, and then the fusion team are over on the right hand side. So Jody's guys are still sitting over there, and he's rolled off. Jody's going first, so we'll be back after turn 1. See you in a bit. So after turn 1, Jody moved up his combat squad this side. The Contemptor and the tactical squad moved up this side. The heavy bolter shot at the fusion blaster team, did no damage.
Nothing.
I managed to save it. Then my commander shot his missile pod at the Contemptor.
Nothing.
Did nothing. The drones and the crisis team just dropped back slightly because there was a gap in the middle here that the captain could have dropped into, which not that it would happen, but I was a bit dubious. Then the Fire Warriors shot at the Contemptor and managed to do 1 wound. So at the end of turn 1, it's still anyone's game.
Yeah.
So Jody's
all waiting game.
Yeah, Jody's going to drop now. All this lot is going to come and it's going to hurt. So we'll see you at the end of turn 2. See you in a bit. Right, so end of turn 2, we have both taken casualties. So this is currently Jody's dead pile.
Definitely more.
Definitely more.
Definitely more.
And mine is the drones. But
up against the guns.
My commander has taken damage, and what else has taken damage? Oh, the crisis suit over here. So the commander is down 1 wound, and one of the suits is on his last wound. So the tidal wall has moved up. There was a squad there, wasn't there?
Yeah, great. Nice.
Yeah, the tidal wall moved up. The breachers managed to get within their second range barrier and took out the squad of strike team. Is it strike?
Yeah, strike squad.
Strike squad that were sitting right here, and they managed to wipe them out in 1 big volley. The tactical squad has moved up. The Grey Knights here have been whittled down from. It was mainly the plasma that took them out, wasn't it?
Yeah, they got obliterated by the plasma shots.
Yeah, the plasma. The plasma crisis suit seem to be earning their points, and yeah, the commander and everything else has shot at this dreadnought. I whiffed my roll there. I didn't really hit a lot. No.
All kind of went into the air, really.
Yeah. So and that's where we stand at turn 2. So we'll be back at the end of turn 3. See you in a bit. So end of turn 3. The Tau are holding strong. Jody has had some really bad dice rolls. Basically, the Dark Furies.
By the chuckle in the background there.
The Dark Furies and the Terminators that were here have disappeared. The tactical squad here has moved up, but no targets. The strike squad has come back on. They shot at the commander. The dreadnought got in combat with the commander and basically ripped it a new one. The tactical squad have stood. No, they charged, didn't they? But they failed their charge.
They failed the charge.
Yep. And I failed to hit with Overwatch. Then the not the commander, your captain.
Captain
came in, deep struck behind here. He moved up. He charged in. I failed to do anything with Overwatch. But basically, the battle suits have hurt him more than he has hurt them. So
little weaklings. He's basically slapping them.
And the Fire Warriors shot at the Contemptor, and I think the Contemptor is down to 3 wounds. So, end of turn 3, it looks like the Tau are going to hold the line. See you at the end of turn 4. Right, so end of turn 4. The Tau are withering. The fish are flapping.
But they're still going to win.
I think I'm going to manage to hold out. Yeah. So, Jody has rolled really well for his units to come back on. His dead pile is currently just 2 tactical marines. My dead pile currently is my commander, my crisis team, and all my drones. So, this crisis team are holding strong against the Grey Knights and the small tactical squad here. The Grey Knights came back. Jody spent your command point, 2 command points.
Stratagem and came in from the side.
Which allows him to deploy 6 inches from my edge. The shield wall has just been shuffling side to side, trying to get better shots.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. The
crisis team over there.
Yeah, the crisis team has gone. The captain, the sergeant from the tactical squad took out the last suit. Most of the damage was done by the captain with his lightning claws. The dreadnought is just withering away. He is on his lowest profile, so he isn't doing much else at the minute. The Vanguard veterans at the back there have moved on from the table edge, and the strike team has also moved up. So we have 1, maybe 2 potential turns left. So we'll see what if the Tau can hold out much longer, and we'll see you at the end of turn 5. See you in a bit. Right, so end of turn 5. The Tau are faltering? Not faltering, it's faltering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the word? The Tau are dying. So, basically the Contemptor ran in, he blew up the tidal wall, which then exploded, which then caused mortal wounds on the dreadnought, which then killed the dreadnought, which then exploded again, which then done mortal wounds on the fire warriors and the tidal wall. So this tidal wall is now on 5 wounds. This tidal wall is gone. These fire warriors need a leadership.
They had one.
I know, I rolled a 1, didn't I?
You rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1, they were good. And basically everything is swarming these fire warriors in the centre. So hopefully they can jump in this Leland Russ and use it. But, but we are about to roll to see if the game continues. On a roll of a 3+, we get a turn 6. So Jody can do the honours. The game continues and Jody is very, very happy. So we will come back after turn 6 and see if the fire warriors are still here. See you in a bit. Right, so end of turn 6. The Tau have disappeared. Basically, I have 2 Shazui, I think it's called. I think that's right. Basically, the 2 sergeants from the squads are standing off and holding their own. We now have to roll another dice. Jody's going to roll it. If we roll a 4, the game continues and I lose.
Roll 1, 2,
we roll a 1,
3.
2 or 3, I win the game.
Ready?
So it's all down to this dice roll.
Oh,
And the game continues.
Oh no.
To be honest,
Yeah. No, I don't think you can survive.
I don't think I'm going to survive against 5 Vanguard veterans and a captain. So I think I am going to
Well played. That could have gone
hold that
anyway.
in. That was fun.
That really could.
That's the 3rd game of 8th edition I've played. The Tau, as we found out, are extremely strong at shooting. I need some marker lights, because if I have marker lights I get to reroll 1s to hit and things like that, so which make it really, really good.
If I hadn't been able to roll so well with getting my reserves on,
Yeah.
I'd never have got anywhere near that.
No, yeah, the reserve rolls were brilliant because Jody thought well about his list and brought loads of troops. Troops come back on a 2+ on this mission, which helped him massively, and then he rolled really well on the other rolls as well. So yeah, we had fun. So yeah, a win to Jody. So we're now going to pack this up and we're going to play a game of Heresy.
Yes. Back over to 30k.
Back to 30k, our favourite game. Yeah. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and basically share it out. And I'll see you next time. Happy wargaming.